All right, welcome back to the Techie Secrets videos. Now, in this video, what I'd like to do is I'm going to show you how to create a web form inside of Aweber. Now, what a web form is that opt-in box that you see on websites where people enter in their name and email address and basically any other information that you might want. So, what I want you to do is click on web form right here inside of Aweber and make sure that the current list is the list that you just created. Make sure that you're working with the list that you want to be working with, because each different list that you have is going to have its own web form. So it's very important that you have the right list that you're working on. So what you want to do is click on web forms, okay, and then right here create a web form. Now Aweber is really neat. They've got a lot of different templates in here, okay? And you can get lost. There's popular templates, there's new templates, there's corporate templates. They got so many different templates, okay? I mean, so many different templates. They have all these different new templates, and you can even see more. As you can see, I mean, they have a web form template for just about anything that you can imagine. Now, depending on the niche that you're in, okay, it's gonna, really depend on how you want your template to look. I will tell you this, what I've found in my testing over the years is the more basic your template is, really, the better it seems. I mean, I really do feel that way. I've found that the more basic your template is, the better it's going to look, your opt-in form. And there are a couple ones that I use. This one right here is one that I really like using. It's very simple, okay? It's got a header area, and a lot of times I'll even get rid of that. You can resize your form from in here, okay? You can get rid of your footer and header information. You can even get rid of the name and just have an email address, but you can just go through here and change things up as you like. So for the heck of it, let's just go through the popular, and let's pretend that we're going to use this one right here. Okay, what it's going to do is, first off, you need to decide what color that you want. Okay, I kind of like that one right there. So you're going to click on Load Template. Okay. And we can have anything, enter your you can type in anything you want, basically. You want to have a good call to action here. If you're going to use a header, we can save that. And I can already tell, that just doesn't look good. So to be honest with you, I'm going to get rid of the header. I like getting rid of the header a lot of times. I like getting rid of the footer. I like getting rid of anything on here except for name and email address. And sometimes I'll even get rid of that. But I want to keep that. And I never like a submit button to just say submit. I like it to say click here for access. Something like that. Okay, we can resize things. And then we're going to just go on to step 2. And here it's going to ask you to name your web form. Okay, I'm happy with just my web form. Okay, new thing that Aweber has just added: enable Facebook registration form, which is pretty neat. My form is going to be adjusted to 300 pixels wide. Now the next thing that it's going to do is it's going to ask you your thank you page, and You can use a basic thank you page, but as marketers, what you really want to have is a custom URL. And you enter in a custom URL, you make that your thank you page. Okay? You're going to want that to be your thank you page. And then the same would go for the already subscribed page. I like to have a custom page, but you can just use a basic version if you're new to this. The important thing is that we get our form set up. So we're going to go on to step 3. It's going to say you must save your form before it can be published. No problem. We'll click on Save Form. And then right here, we're all done. And from here, we can decide how we're going to get our form published. And if you have a web designer, you can email him the code, but more than likely you're going to be doing the work yourself. So you just click on I will install my form. And from here, you can either get the Java code snippet, okay, which they recommend that. So that way there, if you ever change anything with your web form, it's going to automatically update it. And all you need to do is copy this and just put it anywhere on your website that you want this form to appear. Okay. You can also get the raw HTML version, which is a lot more complicated. The only thing I will say is sometimes people won't have JavaScript enabled, so if they don't have JavaScript enabled, they won't see your form if you use the JavaScript form. So I really do recommend you use the raw HTML form. Just copy everything down and just paste it where you want it to appear inside of your website. Okay? Really easy to set this up. Once again, if you do need additional help, Aweber has a lot of help. You just click on the help button, it'll bring you right over to their help section. And, they have a lot of common questions. If you don't get your question answered by their resources and by searching, you can send them an email. But we will see you in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create messages.